Hello again, dear students. Welcome back to EasEnglish, your English learning program. My name is Rodrigo Lasso Campo, your English teacher, and it is a pleasure for me to be back to you with a new lesson. This time, I am presenting lesson 150. Lesson 150 in Curso Debutante Level 2. In this lesson, we are going to do the activities about the book that you have listened to, read, written about, and talked about. This book is The Big Bag Mistake. Here are the activities. Activity 1. After reading the story, answer the questions. Question A. Where are Ricardo and Gisela going? B. What does Gisela like? Question C. What does Ricardo like? Question D. Who takes Gisela's bag? Activity 2. Look at the picture on page 2. What is the right answer? What is the correct answer? A. Ricardo and Gisela are young or old. Are they young or old? They go on a train or they go on an airplane. It is hot there or it is cold on the airplane. Activity 3. You say whether these sentences are right or wrong. If one sentence is wrong, you should give the correct information. Sentence A. Gisela lives in London. B. She is writing a book. C. Ricardo lives in Rio. D. He sits near Gisela on the airplane. E. Gisela watches a movie and then sleeps. And F. Gisela has a green bag. Activity 4. You will answer the questions in both writing and talking. Question A. What color is Ricardo's bag? Question B. Does Gisela wait for Ricardo at the airport? Question C. How does she go into Rio from the airport? Question D. Why does she run after a man? Question E. Where is Ricardo waiting for Gisela? Question F. Who has Gisela's bag? Question G. Who has Ricardo's bag? And question H. What is on Gisela's bag? Activity 6. These sentences are not complete. You should use one word in this box to complete each of the sentences here. You write them and you say them aloud. A. Gisela has the blank for her new book in her bag. B. Gisela stayed in London on her blank. C. Ricardo's bag falls on Gisela. She is blank. D. Ricardo likes the blank and lights of the day. E. Ricardo falls asleep with his head on Gisela's blank. And F. Gisela gets her travel bag and quickly leaves the blank. In activity 7, you will say whether Gisela or Ricardo thinks these words. Who thinks, I think this person will want to talk to me about London? Is it Gisela or Ricardo who thinks that? B. Is it Gisela or Ricardo who thinks, I am so proud of this book. I will finish writing it in Brazil? Is it Gisela or Ricardo who thinks, this person is finally quiet? Is it Ricardo or Gisela who thinks, I am lucky to sit here. I can talk to this person on my trip? Is it Gisela or Ricardo who thinks, where is my bag? I want to leave the airport now. In activity 8, you will underline a mistake in each sentence and correct the mistake. Sentence A. Gisela takes a vacation in Rio de Janeiro. B. Gisela is writing a movie. C. Ricardo is a businessman from Brazil. D. Ricardo's book falls on Gisela on the plane. E. Ricardo talks about life in Brazil. And F. Gisela falls asleep on the plane. In activity 9, you will put one sentence in column A together with one in column B in order to make a new sentence. A. Gisela picks up her manuscript. B. Gisela says hello to Ricardo. C. Ricardo's bag falls on Gisela. D. Ricardo watches a movie. E. Gisela picks up a blue travel bag. 1. And then looks at her book again. 2. And then he falls asleep on Gisela. 3. And puts it in her travel bag. 4. And she quickly leaves the airport. And 5. And then Gisela's book falls on the floor. Activity 10 consists in putting each set of words in the correct order to make sentences. There is a period in each sentence, so you must use the period too. Be careful. In activity 11, you will put these sentences in the correct order. You write them separately. You will write them again. You will rewrite the sentences in the right order and read them aloud. Sentence A. Gisela lives on a bus. B. Gisela sees Ricardo waiting outside her apartment. C. Ricardo runs from the airport with a travel bag. D. Ricardo gives Gisela her travel bag. E. Gisela runs after the thief, but she can't find him. And F. A thief takes Gisela's travel bag. In activity 12, you will have some questions. And there are 2 answers to each question. One answer is right and the other is wrong. You choose the right answer. Question A. Why does Gisela smile at Ricardo from the bus? Is it because Gisela likes Ricardo or because Gisela is happy to leave him? Question B. What does Ricardo see on the label of the blue travel bag? Does he see Gisela's name or his address? Question C. Why does the man on the bus take Gisela's bag? Is it because he thinks Gisela is pretty or because he thinks there are expensive clothes or money in the bag. Question D. Why is Gisela happy to see Ricardo at her apartment? Is it because he caught the thief or because he has her manuscript in the bag? And question E. Why does the thief leave the clothes in the street? Is it because the clothes are old and dirty or because they are for a woman? In activity 13, you will imagine a lucky event. Lucky is the same as fortunate. Then you write a paragraph as if it is happening now. And you write things like this. I am walking in the park. I look on the grass and I see, and so forth. You write about this. Remember, you have to imagine that something lucky, something good, something fortunate is happening to you now, and you write about it. In activity 14, there are some sentences which are incomplete. Here are the blanks for you to fill in with one of the characters in the story: Gisela, Ricardo, or the thief. You choose one of these three characters to complete each sentence. Who runs after the bus but it doesn't stop? Is it Gisela? Is it Ricardo? Or is it the thief? Who falls asleep on the bus? Gisela, Ricardo, or the thief? Who wants to find money or expensive clothes in the travel bag? Gisela, Ricardo, or the thief? Who runs after the man with the bag? Who goes to Gisela's house with her bag? Who is not happy after looking in the bag? Who feels lucky to have the travel bag? You complete the sentences and says them aloud. In activity 16, you will choose one word to make the sentence right or correct. Sentence A. Gisela is happy or sad to leave Ricardo at the airport. Is she happy or sad? B. Ricardo looks at the bus or at the blue bag and knows something is wrong. C. The thief takes the bag from Ricardo or from Gisela. D. Gisela sees the thief and calls the police or runs after him. E. Gisela is unhappy because she thinks the thief has her manuscript or her money. F. Gisela tells Ricardo she doesn't have his bag. He sighs or he laughs. And G. Ricardo reads the address on the book or on the label and finds Gisela's home. Activity 16 consists in making the questions to these answers. You see 5 answers and you must ask the question to each answer. Por ejemplo, si yo le respondo a una pregunta suya y mi respuesta es: mi nombre es Rodrigo Lazo, ¿qué se supone que usted me preguntó? Si a la siguiente pregunta suya yo le respondo: soy colombiano, ¿usted qué me preguntó? Si a su pregunta yo respondo, vivo en Jamundí Valle, Colombia, ¿usted qué me preguntó? En eso consiste esta actividad. Got it? Answer A. The thief wants to find expensive clothes and money in her bag. La pregunta empieza con what? B. She is angry because the thief took her manuscript. La pregunta empieza con why. C. Ricardo is waiting for Gisela at her home. La pregunta empieza por who. D. The thief leaves the clothes in the street. La pregunta empieza con what. And E. Gisela's lucky mistake is that she took the wrong bag. La pregunta empieza con what. Bueno, querido estudiante, eso es todo por ahora. Recuerde que si usted está registrado como estudiante en Easy Training, debe enviar estas actividades tanto por escrito como en audio a su profesor. De esa manera estaremos evaluando su progreso. Y a todos ustedes les quiero invitar a suscribirse a nuestro canal en YouTube, si no lo ha hecho, a seguirnos y a darle like a nuestros videos lecciones si les gusta. Hasta pronto.